This is video footage from a few months ago, the Louisiana sinkhole. Most everyone's aware of this. This sinkhole just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and methane gas bubbles up all over the place in the water out here. Now, numerous people have told me that this methane gas is spreading throughout southeast Louisiana and this whole area could blow. I do know that there have been many reports that the methane gas has built big pockets up in the Gulf of Mexico and seeping there. And I haven't been too concerned about southeast Louisiana until what I experienced yesterday. Yesterday there was a very heavy rain where I live in Kenner, Louisiana. It's a suburban area of New Orleans. And when the water rose onto the sidewalk in front of my house and the neighbor's house, bubbles, powerful force of bubbles started coming up from underneath the cement and grass area all over the place. I mean, a powerful force. I'll show you a video in a second from yesterday. And so now they kind of have my attention. I am definitely concerned, and I'll tell you another reason why. I'm going to show you something else that happened a few years ago. Okay, this is from 2010. Now, basically what happened, August of 2010, a huge explosion occurred in front of my house in the street. Now, they said that it was caused by the summer heat, but now I wonder if it might have been something else that caused this explosion in front of my house, especially considering now that I know that the situation with the bubbles coming up that I witnessed yesterday. And this is what it looked like in front of my house in 2010. And I can tell you that I was standing, there was two explosions. The first one, the cement came up a little bit, and so I was standing a few feet away from it, and the second explosion happened, I guess, about maybe 15 minutes after the first one. And the second explosion was much more powerful than the first one. The first one caught my attention. I was inside on my sofa, and I ran outside. But the second one, I was standing a few feet away, and I mean, it was just a boom, and it was a powerful force. I thought it felt like an earthquake. I mean, the ground shook. It literally knocked me back, and it just felt like the earth was exploding. And I find that hard to believe that that's just from the heat popping the cement up. So maybe this had something to do with pockets of methane gas, since yesterday I discovered that the bubbling is coming up from underneath the cement all around my house and the neighbor's house. It seems like that could be a very good possibility. And so now I'm kind of believing that could be the case here. And like I said, this was a very powerful force. I just don't think it could be something that heat from underneath there could cause. I mean, that's a boulevard that I live on right there, and it blew that thing up about 2 feet. When it exploded, it blew that thing up way up into the air, and it felt just like an earthquake. And that was 3 years ago. And now yesterday I discovered all this heavy pockets of pressurized something coming up. Now, methane gas is very flammable and powerful, but it has no odor, and I didn't smell anything from whatever's coming up out of those pockets. I'll show you that video in just a second here. So
extreme summer heat is breaking records. And even streets. Reports of buckled roadways.
Of course, that's what they're reporting it as, but I tend to believe it could be something else now. Now, this is from yesterday. I'm going to show you this video. I captured this yesterday, and you can see in front of my house and the neighbor's house during the heavy rain yesterday that that something is causing a powerful force of air, maybe methane gas, I'm not sure, coming up from under the ground, the cement area, the grass area, all over.
And oddly, in front of my house here, there's like
so I certainly hope this isn't methane gas coming up, but it certainly gets my attention.
Blood, but I've never seen this before.
Especially considering some of the experts are saying that methane gas is all underneath southeast Louisiana, and that the whole area could eventually blow. And we certainly hope that doesn't happen. But the fact that the cement blew with an incredible force 3 years ago in front of my house, and now you see these heavy pressurized bubbles coming up, that's certainly something that could raise a red flag and make you wonder exactly what's going on, and could this be methane gas? Because that's exactly what it's doing out by the Louisiana sinkhole, because I've seen it out there. I've shot several videos out there. Homeland Security's out there also. And so now it makes me wonder if that could be what's going on right here. And could that be what caused that huge explosion, buckling this huge amount of cement across the boulevard here in front of my house 3 years ago? I don't know, it's definitely becoming very interesting. I'm not sure if they're telling us everything.